Whoa, crypto crash is happening because of FTX. But there is more bad news ahead that is coming, which you need to prepare for. The second largest crypto exchange just collapsed, and now we are all just extremely confused. You see, everything was going fine in the land of crypto. Sure, we had our traditional bear markets, and this time was a little different because this was the first time a crypto bear market was happening when the entire world was basically in a recession with a 40-year high inflation. I mean, we had great minds like Jim Cramer telling us to buy the dip and the market tanks. Then he told us to sell and the market rally. Like everything was going according to plan, you see. We knew the entire routine. Bull market comes, then the bear market is here, and then everything was just set lined up for 2024 bull market. After Bitcoin, everything was going according to plan because we knew how things would be volatile, going up and down from now until 2023. Then the bull market will resume in probably 2024. We even just had inflation data that showed inflation was slowing down in countries like the United States and many more. And this heavily skyrocketed the markets and brought new hope to everyone in crypto. Quite the same, because crypto has completely hit us hard, even by someone that we thought we could actually trust. That someone was the owner of one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world. And myself and many believe that they were too big to collapse. As you can see, the unspeakable happened. One of the largest crypto exchanges in the world, FTX, collapsed completely, shocking the entire crypto industry, where literally all of crypto social media was just left speechless. Okay, I'm going to explain all that happened with FTX, causing shock in the crypto world, what this means going forward, and why there's a lot more bad news coming our way. And lastly, I'm going to explain what you need to do to protect yourself in the coming months ahead. Hey, welcome to Crypto Updates. Here you get the best crypto trends in the market on a daily basis, new crypto projects in place, price predictions, various ways to earn from crypto even in the bear market from airdrops, pre-sales, and crypto mining. If you want these free hidden crypto strategies you can use to make money on the bear market, simply smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on post notifications to be notified of future crypto earning methods news as well. So let's first start with what happened. This all started when crypto was shocked after the whole Terra Luna incident, the collapse months ago, where Duquan and his token went to zero. This ended up causing many other companies like Voyager and Salesforce and many others to go bankrupt because they had exposure to Luna. Sam Bankman, the founder of FTX, one of the largest exchanges in the world, came in and bought all these companies. So he was regarded as indeed a crypto legend, a hero among us. But then he let his ego go to his head. Literally, this is exactly what happened with Dukwon and Luna. He started tweeting and calling people poor and laughing it off, and now he's fleeing from international law enforcement agencies. Also, Sam Bankman, in the same way, took up where Dukwon left, and he was also showing support for regulations, which crypto really doesn't want. They started donating to political campaigns and going against the DeFi system as well. All this sparked a huge red flag in the crypto community that he was just in the pockets of government and basically just a puppet to them. But things really took a big turn for the worse when he started talking behind CZ's back. You see, CZ is the founder of Binance, the number one largest exchange in the world. Sam Bradman and CZ were great friends indeed, and they all supported each other. But Sam eventually went against CZ, and talking to regulators about Binance really did struck a nerve with CZ. You see, a short time after this happened, Alameda, which is Sam's other company, which gave him his success with FTX, which mainly does trading and it also worth billions, their balance sheet was actually leaked to the public. This balance sheet showed basically all their assets were in FTX own created token FTT, meaning the money in Alameda all came from thin air. To make matters worse, Sam transferred $4 billion in FTX money to Alameda to support Alameda's trading. This included users' deposits. Sam was basically trading with people's money. Like, this guy was really day trading with people's money unannounced. Like, why? Why would he do that? And sometimes people who trusted the money in FTX had their money used for trading in Alameda, but it gets worse. You see, After the balance sheets were leaked, Binance CEO CZ, who was again the friend of Sam, he had over $2 billion worth of FTX FTT token. So with the way Sam treated him, along with seeing how Sam was doing some sketchy fraudulent things, he publicly announced on Twitter that Binance would sell their entire $2 billion worth of FTT token. This then caused prices to drop drastically, resulting in many taking their funds out of FTX and causing a collapse in the token to more than 80%. Remember, Alamedia's entire balance sheet was FTT token, right? And they also had a ton of people's money that Sam transferred from FTX. Well, since FTT token collapsed 80% plus, Alamedia being one of the largest holders of FTT token when they went underwater, they also had liquidity issues. Basically, they lost the money FTX sent them off people's pockets because FTT, the token, dropped a huge ton. After all this smoke cleared, according to the Wall Street Journal, FTX had $16 billion in customers' assets and deposits, and $10 billion was given to Alameda Trading, which they completely lost. Because of this, you would say that the supposed crypto legend Sam Bradman has now gone down as probably the worst day trader in the world to ever exist. So after all this happened, FTX then paused withdrawals and news came out that Binance was going to buy FTX. This helped the market recover a bit, but then collapsed after the news got dissolved. Then a new information came out a couple of days when CZ looked at their finances and was so shocked that he decided not to go through to buy FTX. FTX now needs over a miraculous $9 billion to be rescued. There is now investigation by the SEC agencies and many others to go through exactly what happened. Okay, I know that this is indeed a lot to take in. So here is a summary, a total overview of the entire story. Sam and CZ were friends. Sam ended up becoming a government puppet and then talking behind CZ's back to regulators. Then balance sheets was then leaked showing sandwich trading of billions of people's funds. CZ then found out and said he is selling everything that has any association to Sam and not being exposed to Sam's gambling addiction. This then caused FTX, Alameda, both the Sam's companies, to collapse. Sam then asked CZ to bail him out. He said yes initially, but then he said no and just let him suffer. Of the largest crypto exchanges in the world whose collapse could turn off many investors for this industry and set the industry back years, as trust is now lost in an industry which was created from the 2008 market crash, where trust was actually lost from as well. This is just terrible for crypto overall, but it's going to get worse before it gets better. You see, there's so more bad news coming in, and that's what you need to be aware of. This is just the beginning, and you need to be prepared for what's coming next. You see, a good lesson in history is to look at what happened with Luna. When Luna collapsed, it was indeed the first domino. Then many other companies who had exposure to Luna went into bankruptcy and started failing as well. Voyager and much more crashed. Now that FTX collapsed, we have to monitor who else had exposure to FTX as well and will announce collapse and bankruptcy in the future. They won't announce it right away, but in coming weeks, we will know who had a ton of FTT token or had a going business with FTX. Also, not just who had exposure to FTX, but it also has to do with the price aspects as well. You see, a lot of big companies and individuals like Mike Saylor, the rest of them, invested a ton into Bitcoin, and he even borrowed money to do so as well, which is called borrowing on margin. When you buy on margin, which is borrow money, if Bitcoin or the asset goes down in price and it hits a certain level and causes something called a margin call, which means the one who you borrowed money from is like saying you need to pay us back because you are down too much. So in coming weeks, more companies will indeed collapse, whether it's exchanges, staking companies, or anyone else who had exposure to FTX. This will also cause crypto prices to drop further down, which will result in margin calls for other companies who didn't even have exposure to FTX to make matter worse. So now that you know what happened and why there is a ton of bad news to come, you need to know what you should do to prepare. There are a couple of things you need to pay close attention to. The first thing I want to make sure you do is to not have any money in USDT, USDC, or any stable coin there is. There is something called depegging, which happens when crazy crypto events such as this happen. It happened with Luna when USDT depegged and lost a ton of money for investors. You see, these stable coins are indeed made to mimic the US dollar and remain at $1. But if there is trouble, it can depeg and go below $1. So don't have your money in stablecoin, but keep it in US dollars or trusted crypto like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, the second thing I want you to do, repeat after me. You are going to take all your crypto off exchanges and put it into cold storage as soon as possible. After this situation, you can't trust any exchange. If you can't even trust one of the biggest exchanges in the world, which myself even trusted as well, then who can we trust? Who can we trust with our money? Who can we trust with our investment? So what I suggest doing is downloading the app Trust Wallet and temporarily moving all your crypto onto it. It's completely free and easy to download, and there are many more tutorials out there that will show you exactly how to do this. If you want me to make a tutorial on that, just drop in a comment and I'll make that my very next video. Now, before you transfer your entire crypto account, it is important you do a test with a small amount to make sure it actually goes through safely without any mistakes, and then do more. Also, I want you to buy a ledger. A ledger is a physical wallet. I have an affiliate link in the description below so that you can get that wallet for yourself. But basically, it's a physical wallet where you can transfer your crypto. Just get one, and when it comes in from Trust Wallet, which you temporarily moved it into, and move them into this physical wallet. This way, everything is offline. You can't be hacked. You do not have to worry about any exchange going bankrupt or collapsing in the future unless you lose this wallet. Well, then basically, you just scammed yourself. So please do all of these things. If you want to learn more in-depth detail of the crypto market, please join my Telegram channel. The link is in the description of this very video. Also, remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get the very next update on the next crypto market event. Maybe a further crash following the FTX scandal. I will see you guys on my very next video. Thanks.